Why, hello there, and welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, January the 14th. My name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance for the week ahead, starting today, Sunday, and going through Saturday, January the 20th. This week's video is entitled The Age of Aquarius. The reason being is that our major energy shifts pack a punch at the very last day of this week on Saturday. The sun moves into Aquarius, followed by Pluto moving into Aquarius. I spoke a little bit about Pluto in Aquarius last week. Pluto will be in Aquarius until 2044. So today I want to talk to us about the Aquarian energy. I want us to be aware of it and use it and really get into it, especially at the end of this week where we really get a good dose of it for the coming month with both the sun and Pluto in Aquarius. The energy of Aquarius, it is a fixed energy. So energies can either be cardinal, fixed, or mutable. The Aquarian energy is fixed, meaning that it has the stick-with-itness that sometimes is needed for a project or a process or a relationship. It also can degenerate into stubbornness and stuckness, which is a negative side of Aquarius. Aquarius is a male energy. It is action-oriented, doing-oriented. It is the water bearer. However, this is quite interesting. The little squiggles, the symbol, do not represent water. They represent the serpent, who is the symbol of knowledge. When Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden and she ate the forbidden fruit of knowledge, they were kicked right out, weren't they? The serpent, knowledge, the serpent. But what happened in that instance when Eve said, no, I'm going to do it my way? She enabled all of us to engage in free will, our own choices. And that is the story of the Garden of Eden. Free choice, free will. Now, the Aquarian energy is not only are we going to have Pluto in Aquarius until 2044, we are also experiencing a major cyclic shift, a 2,500-year cycle, moving from Pisces, the energy of authority, to Aquarius, which is the energy of service and inclusiveness. So we are in the process of moving from one great era to another. And what happens when we end an era and begin a new one, all the darkness, all the woundedness, all the unresolved traumas from the Piscean age have to come up so they have an opportunity to be healed, so we don't take them with us forward into the Aquarian age. That is what we are experiencing in the world today. The chaos, the imbalance, the greed. These are all leftovers from the Piscean age that we are working through so that we can begin the Aquarian age with a clean slate. And the Aquarian age is all about technology. So technology is going to continue to grow exponentially, but we will also see the encroachment of AI into our lives more and more. Aquarius is also about the people. It's about us, our individuality. So the people will start to take back our power in the age of Aquarius, or in the coming 44 years as we're moving towards this 25-year cyclic change. So Aquarius, the energy is about the individual expressing our true authentic selves and expressing our work, doing the work that brings us passion. And subjectively, theoretically, hypothetically, if we all can get to this space where we are embracing and expressing our true authentic selves in our work, we will have fully come into the Aquarian age. And because each one of us has a unique purpose, has a unique role in this transition from Pisces to Aquarius. And that, my dear friends, is what I want us to focus on, not only the week ahead, but the month ahead and the year ahead. Now it's more important than ever that we embrace who we truly are. That Aquarian energy, it's all about freedom to express ourselves. And our whole lives, we are being told that no, we have to conform to this or that. When we are children, our parents, society, culture, throwing all these parameters on us to keep us from being who we truly are. Unfortunately, those closest to us, our partners, families, friends, they love us. So it gets so confusing when they don't support our individuality. What we need to do is honor everyone for where they're at, but don't compromise who we are. If we are not sure, I don't know what she's talking about. Who am I? What am I? I have no idea. What brings us passion? What brings us joy? What makes us so happy and fulfilled? It doesn't have to be a paying job. Believe me, as an astrologer, if I tried to get paid for this job, I would be in trouble. But we know what our work is. And because this is my work, I have outer world support. Because I'm abundant, I can continue to do my work even though I'm not getting a paycheck for it. So it's creative, it's unique, it's us. Please find out what our passion is. What is it? And then work to embrace that part of ourselves, because it's exactly that the world is in desperate need of right now. So we're going to have the week ahead. There's not any big aspects. So I'm going to tell us to take this week to really get in touch with who we truly are. The best way to do that is through meditation, quiet and centering, allowing our mind to be creative and give us ideas about what is going on. Be open to receive. Write down any thoughts or creative ideas that come into our head. Quiet and centering, take a nice walk, ride our bikes, do some gardening, shovel the snow, take a walk on the beach. And of course, there's always a guided meditation. You can use the video at the end of, you can use the guided meditation at the end of this video to help you out. Just make sure that we find that space to quiet and center so we can access that part of ourselves that has the answers to every issue that we have, that will give us clarity on where we're going. So that is our mission this week. Really get in touch with who we truly are by working on what is our passion If we have found our passion, but we can't seem to work it out, get creative, find a way. As the Aquarian energy becomes more and more intense, if we aren't expressing our true authentic selves at this point, we are going to feel depleted and exhausted and unhappy and unfulfilled. If we find ourselves in that state, get to it. What brings us happiness, fulfillment, and joy? And then start working towards that, folks. We have a huge new energy. It supports who we truly are, and only in expressing who we truly are can we find freedom. That is the only way. That is the task of the Aquarian energy, to be free, to be who we truly are, so that we can be of service to others. So that's my big lecture for the week. Let's become balanced and aligned and get this week started as we always do by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. And then we will say our Sun in Capricorn affirmation one more time this year. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Let's take one more breath. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, all negativity, all toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing away to wherever it came from. And in its place, we're being filled with this beautiful white light, made up of light, love, and goodwill. I like to visualize it as these beautiful white triangles just filling my entire body with triangles of light. Not only does this white light fill our entire bodies, but it also is protecting us, deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. Now, while we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun in Capricorn affirmation. I work to make my outer world a reflection of my inner world relationship with my higher self and my spiritual growth. We'll say the affirmation will stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. If we do this at home to try to quiet and center, let's make sure we do it not for 5 seconds, but for 5 minutes. Let's say the affirmation together. I work to make my outer world a reflection of my inner world relationship with my higher self and my spiritual growth. Good. And we are going to continue to work to manifest the inner into the outer world, aren't we? So an awesome week ahead to really start getting familiar with that Aquarian energy. It's going to become more prevalent as we go along this year. So we're getting our first big dose of it. Let's take a look. Now, remember, we're not going to, that shift isn't happening until Saturday. So let's start working toward it. Let's make sure that we're doing our meditation, whatever it looks like for us. Come see me on Facebook for my daily inspirational messages and my whimsical, sometimes weird memes, because it has to reflect me. And remember the keynote for the Soul Sister channel. As always, life is lived from the inside out. Make it a great week. Welcome to the beginning of the age of Aquarius energy. Namaste.